Okay, so I'm building this brand new tonic to be worth $100 million in 2026. And I'm going to tell you in this video exactly how we plan to do that. If you're new here, my name is Shan. I'm a co-founder of Newtonic, a business which I started with Chris Williamson, one of the biggest podcasts in the world with modern wisdom, James Smith, who's written multiple books and is a massive creator as well, and the manager, Luke Betts, who is a massive music promoter. He recently did a stadium show with 50 Cent and has done some other pretty cool stuff. So the four of us are founders of this business. We launched the business in November 2023, and ever since we have just absolutely been growing. And in 2025, the goal was simple. We wanted to continue growing and building out the brand. So we had a few key things we had to get done on our way to a 100 million plus valuation. The first thing was we have to add more flavors to the main product, which is our canned drink. So I think firstly, just to understand, right? We're building this business for people just like me and you. The biggest opportunity today is to help people's brain work better. Everybody wants to achieve more. Everybody's trying the hardest. Everyone is working the hardest. But ultimately, no one is supplementing their brain. Everybody still just drinks coffee and thinks that's going to work. Coffee is just one nootropic, but ultimately there's a bunch of other ingredients. After a lot of research, we found the perfect formula. So cognizin, rhodiola rosea, panax ginseng, L-theanine, and caffeine. Combine them all together with a lot of B vitamins gives you the most engineered formula you possibly can. And we didn't want to make sure we only put a tiny bit of dosage like most of our competitors do. We wanted to make sure we put enough in so the whole thing is actually works. And the truth is it does. Like I've been drinking this thing now for 2+ years and it's insane. And all our stats suggest that. The fact our repeat purchase buy is so high, subscription retention and the rest. But anyway, a few key things that I'm going to walk through that what led us to grow in 2025 and then the plan for 2026 to get to the $100 million plus valuation. So first things was we had to increase the range. So the actual first new product we launched was Blue Raspberry. And this was pretty cool because we did a whole Breaking Bad shoot out in the US desert and to launch the flavor. One big thing that we've done with this brand is that we always want to come with some creative, which stops people on social media, which gives us top line awareness and builds brands. So in the very beginning, when we first launched the business, we did like a 2-week countdown, these random images of the guys, and everyone was so confused. And essentially, we had a massive launch. We sold out everything. It was like $1 million plus. And ever since, we've always have to keep coming with stuff. So for Blue Raz, we launched this in June, July, and it was all about Breaking Bad because of Blue, and playing the joke on that. And the next product we launched then was this, which was Strawberry Lemonade, probably my favorite. And this we did it as a Miami vibe as well. That was pretty cool. And then once we had done that, that was like the first thing. The second thing was we wanted to move into the creatine space. There's so much studies saying why creatine is good for you, etc. And it's only increasing. Everyone's talking about it and people are taking it more and more. The net positive effects from the studies is absolutely insane that every human should be taking it. So we moved into creatine. We launched creatine this year in 2025, which was an amazing move because we're moving towards other products and not just purely nootropic based. We also do have other 2 SKUs, which is a focus blend, which is a powder, and we also have capsules. This is the first time it was a non-nootropic product, and that was the goal. So coming into 2025, the goal was we got to increase our product range. Second thing for me was I wanted to improve our website performance, our D2C performance. Like the website now is absolutely insane, but we had to work on it hard. I probably worked on like 4 different versions. We optimized so much, tested so much, because naturally you see what other people are doing. We tried some of that stuff, didn't work for us. But some of the things that's really cool now is subscription revenue is at an all-time high. When people subscribe, how they get gifts, and just like, sending them the stuff and making sure like it's solid. Then like after sell, like post, when people buy, what happens, then all the email marketing that goes behind it, work like exceptionally hard at like dialing all those things in. If anyone knows emails, DTC, whatever here, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Getting emails to cross-sell you, upsell you, etc., all that good stuff. The other really cool thing is we started our trust pilot to make sure we're getting lots of reviews, and we set up a ManyChat on Instagram, and that's just like, helped us get so many reviews, and people love it. People love the product. The other thing was, the biggest thing, was we raised $4 million at a $20 million valuation on this journey to get to 100 million. One thing cool was that we went to the industry. Like every big creator type person that was actually drinking the product, we just hit them up and said, do you want to invest? We had some massive people invest. Some of my clients, even like Mike Thurston, to Lara Costa, to Kayla Itzness, and a bunch of others. Then other people like Cody Sanchez, Dan Martel, founder of Grenade, Alan, and just so many like exceptional people who were fans of the business, all invested. We didn't go to VC. We didn't want like the red tape and all of that stuff. We just wanted to be people that like love the product to come and join us. And ever since, we've just been like focused on growth. What did we do with that money? We firstly hired a bunch of people. My main thing was I wanted to build a team. So we hired people from Poppy, who was a massive business that was sold. So some people exited. We hired someone from there to lead our US retail. His name's Nick. We had James join in the UK, who's leading our UK retail. We also hired some commercial team to help like run the whole business. Because the truth is, the business is getting harder and harder to run, right? And it just needs more support. So I basically end up hiring a lot of expertise to help me and my team to be able to run this every single day. And ultimately, that was a massive focus in 2025. Build the right team, get everybody in. And then from there, the focus has been massively on building the infrastructure needed to scale in 2026 and get to $100 million plus. So that's the thing where a lot of people go wrong, that they're trying to do the front end stuff, right? Because can we hire like 10,000 people on TikTok to go and sell for us? Yes. Could we go and do this? Could we go and do that? So let me talk about infrastructure. So this is what I've been working on with my guys for a long time. We firstly sell on Amazon website and TikTok shop in the UK and in the US. We produce the product separately in the US because it's a different law, and then separately in the UK. And then we have 3 channels in both of those countries already, right? So that's 6 channels, 2 separate production. It's a lot to manage. I believe we buy things from 8 different factories to even make one can. So there's a lot of complexity. Then we've launched in the UAE. To launch in the UAE, we had to basically, you have to import the products, you have to register them locally. In the UAE, you got to make sure they're halal certified. It's a whole thing. Then essentially, we launched the UAE website, had to get a warehouse, etc. Set the all up, make sure it's all good. And then we also did an event at a big exhibition. We had James come. We even actually had one of the sheikhs. It was like the son of the ruler of Dubai who owns Manchester City, etc. Even he came to our thing, which is pretty cool. So anyway, we set up UAE, and now I'm currently in talks with finalizing a retail distributor for Nutonic in the UAE. And then at the same time, we also set up Australia, and we started selling creatine in Australia. But again, the matter of things we had to jump through to produce in Australia, sell in Australia. And then I believe the cans are launching very soon in Australia too. So from behind the scenes, the boring stuff, right? Like 3 channels in the UK, 3 in the US, UAE, and Australia. Then because the business is growing, we're moving production partners in the background. And that's been so much work in like moving us with the right partners, building the business and the rest of it. But it's all because of as well why we had to do all this stuff, because we're getting ready for the big expansion in 2026, which essentially is going to be retail. So right now we have some amazing things happening in retail. We've already launched in the UK with Ocado, and we're about to launch some other massive retail deals that we've already done, which I'm hugely excited about. And the same things happening in the US. Like we're very, very close to some deals. Some deals are going over the line. So 2026 is all about that. What's hard about that is, as someone who's running the business, like we're just constantly looking at cash, how to do this, where to best put the stock, etc. Anyway, look, I've been running my business Genflow for like 10 years. It's a very different type of problems. So I love learning. And we're learning how to do a lot of this stuff in real time. Got a shout out to Luke, who's like always essentially helping and doing whatever he can. And then the guys are doing what they can. I got to say, we have some cool people drinking this product. Like SpaceX buys Nutonic for like their astronauts and stocks it like in the canteen. Like it's crazy. And just the amount of other people. Like I'm probably can't say the names, but just think of every major A-list person you can possibly think of. We've sent them Nutonic, they drink Nutonic, and they're like a fan of the business. So I'm very excited about where it goes. So 2026 for us is basically simple. Retail, build our team. We need more marketing team now because the backend infrastructure is ready. And then we'll probably be raising again, which is going to be very exciting because now the business is in a whole different place. And lastly, I just want to keep improving the fundamental metrics of the business, which is going to help us keep scaling. And yeah, I guess in the background, the guys, as in Chris and James, my co-founders, they will keep building their audiences, keep doing what they're good at, keep bringing new people to us. Ultimately, we're on that journey of building a $100 million plus business in 2026. The goal is to build it bigger than that and then exit from this business one day. But yeah, I just want to make this video so it's on record. It's there in the history books when I look back at it years later. With that being said, click the link down below, buy some Nutonic, and get focused.